wherever you may be. I've had some technical issues, so I'm not live on my profile, but we are live on Mahmouda's profile and a variety of other streaming stations, I believe YouTube, LinkedIn, and a few others. So thank you, Moo, for arranging this. And you may have seen on Facebook that I arranged and set up an event for this evening to do a live stream at 8 o'clock. I'm a little bit late because of various reasons. If you're watching this live, please give us a hashtag live. If you're watching it on replay a little later, give us a hashtag replay, just so we know when you've watched it and we know where you're up to. And there's a few things we're going to talk about tonight, and this is going to be a regular thing at 8 p.m. every Wednesday. We're going to have a chat with you about travel, about the Dragonfly perspective, about our award-winning community of the Dragonfly Voyagers. Oh, look what is just at hand.
Amazing.
And about how we think about travel and how we perceive travel. We're just going to have some honest chats about all of this. And it's going to be myself, Paula, from Manchester in the UK. I'm a single mum of 4. And I have used the platform that we'll talk about for 8 years. And I'm joined by Mahmouda, whose profile we're on.
Yeah.
And we're joined by Daryl Gorman as well.
Hi.
So, what I wanted to kind of start with for this first session was the way that we think about travel. So, if someone talks about travel, you presume that they've gone to a travel agent, that they have booked a deposit, that they pay a monthly amount until they pay their remaining balance so that they can go on holiday. And that's fine. However, there's other ways of doing it. And I think we're so conditioned to think we've got to do it in that way, that very methodical way, that some of us don't really think outside of the box. And that's partly why I want to do these calls and these sessions, to let people know that there's alternative ways of doing things. So what are your thoughts on that, ladies?
We have the best way to do it.
Yes.
That's the only thing we want to say. We have the
That's
best
it.
way.
We're all done.
And bye.
And well,
So, go on, Daryl.
and so we have a similar, in a kind of way of doing it. We pay to join, which is our deposit, as I'm sure Paula was going to mention.
Yeah.
But when we pay our monthly payments,
Yeah.
we're getting points back in the same, double points in value back.
Yeah.
So we're not just paying it out, we're getting it back.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty crazy, pretty amazing, actually.
Because the thing is, when nothing's wasted within what we do, so we have a pay monthly travel club, and you pay a subscription. Everybody's got subscriptions. If you're watching and you don't have a subscription, where have you been? You've been under a rock. Netflix is on subscription, Amazon Prime, the gym, everything you can think of now has that subscription model, and we have it for travel. And it works in exactly the same way, but in a better way. Because like Daryl mentioned just then, you pay your subscription each month. It's transformed into travel points that you can then redeem on travel, and you can go all around the world for next to nothing. Now, I'm not going to go into how much we save, but it's within the thousands. We've got to have racked up. We've been on many trips, and we'll talk about some of them later on in this series in a bit more detail. But we've been on a lot of trips through this platform, and we've saved thousands whilst we've done it. And I found something really interesting today. So I came across this post that was talking about the DWP in the UK, and how people that are on benefits have to declare if they go out of the country. And people are kind of exploding about this, because it's like this is all new to some people, which it's always been the case. And I know Mahmouda's been on a mission today to check all this information out, and we know for a fact it's always been the case that you've had to declare. If you are out of the country for more than a month, you have to declare it. You have to mention it. Now, what I found interesting wasn't that, because I'm not bothered about that, because I'm not in the position right now to go for more than a month for myself. I do plan on doing that in the future, but for various reasons, it doesn't really matter about that. What I found really interesting was in the comments underneath, everyone was saying, why is someone who is on benefits going traveling in the first place? It's a luxury and one that they shouldn't be doing if they're receiving benefits. Now, I want to know, anyone that's watching this, I want to know your thoughts on that, because we're going to talk about our thoughts. Mahmuda.
It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. I mean, for me, it was for grief and happy memories for my kids. It made such a difference being able to travel with them. And
Yeah.
now I've got this company, I can travel even more.
Yeah.
So it makes your mental health, well-being, emotional, physical, everything is reliant on being able to de-stress, being
Yeah.
able to just go, take a breath and not think about everyday life. And that's for every single person,
Yeah.
not just the rich.
Yeah,
Even more
exactly.
so for the poor, I would say.
It shouldn't be reserved for the rich. And that's one of the things that David Hart, the founder of the company, that's what he prides himself on, the fact that he doesn't believe that travel should be reserved for the rich. And I completely agree with him. But it's really important to know that it actually helps our mental health, like Mahmuda has said. It improves all sorts of different physical, mental, all emotional well-being, all of that. So what people struggle with is the cost of that travel. So I get why people are commenting and saying, right, you're on benefits, you should not be going abroad if you're on benefits. I kind of get it in a way. But when you have the stuff that we have available to us and the affordability of it, there's no reason whatsoever why someone on benefits could not go abroad. What are your thoughts, Daryl?
Yeah, it's a mindset thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the guilt. Oh, no, I'm better. I can't. No, I can't. And if you think you can't, you can't.
Yes.
So, and it's, I can understand, it's cost of living. It's the last, it's that chocolate cake you don't put in your trolley.
Yeah.
It's that luxury item that you just think you can't have. And travel to some people is a luxury. It's something, oh, we'll have to do that next year. We can't afford it this year. We'll have to do it next year. And but of course, they don't see that there's another way of doing it.
Yeah.
Affordable independent travel. There is a way that you can do it, and we have that way.
And you can earn from it as well,
Well,
which is
that's
an
exactly
optional
well,
extra.
which pays for it. You see, so it's a circular thing. Um,
Exactly.
it, it's a circular gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. And like I
Well
said before,
said.
nothing, yeah, and nothing in our membership is wasted. So you pay that membership fee, but that's being used to enable you to travel. I remember getting into so much debt so that I could take my kids away. I'd either put it on a credit card that I couldn't afford to have. I don't have any credit cards anymore, by the way. Or I'd get a loan, or I'd find a way to take them away somewhere, maybe once a year, maybe a long weekend, like I'd take a full week or two away once a year, and then maybe a weekend here and there where I'd go really, really budget. I take them away 5 times a year now. And it's not because I'm absolutely loaded now. It's just because I've leveraged the money that I do have into using a system and using a platform that enables me to afford to do it. And like you said, Daryl, the mindset, that's the main thing about it. We're conditioned to go down a certain route. You go to a travel agent, you're conditioned to believe that you can't afford to do certain things. We've been to bloody amazing places, haven't we?
We have
And as a
on a
single mom
shoestring as well.
on a
On a shoestring.
shoestring, but 5-star luxury each time.
Yeah.
Now,
Can't beat Venice, can you?
no,
Venice and Prague for $1.
And well fed
What?
into the bargain. Yeah.
Yeah.
very well fed, and then and learning from world class leaders within our business because they're on holiday too. And the thing is, what I love, I know this is Moo's special sort of thing, the community that we have around us.
Yeah.
it's so strong and so such a lovely space to be in because people, yes, they're on holiday. We're lucky to be friends with one of the top earners within our company, and he teaches us so much. And he was on the trip in Prague. We went for
Yeah.
$1 for 5 days, B&B, central location. I'll tell you more about this at 8:30 if you want the link. I'm going into this in a bit more detail on a private Zoom. If you want the link, let me know. And Todd Strand gave us private, I, I was going to say tuition, it's not tuition, mentorship. He gave us
Yeah.
private business advice and guidance that could cost hundreds if he was to put a price on it. And those moments, do you remember when we were all sat in the foyer of
Yes.
the hotel? I think I filmed him, and Gerald from the States was there. We're friends with people from all over the world because of this club, and they like we're like kind of a soul community. We're so close, even though we're so far away. And we make sure that we meet up as regularly as we can. But we were all sat around this little coffee table having our free coffees and what have you. And um, Todd Strand was there and he was telling us some absolute gems.
Yeah.
And it was priceless, that moment. And we didn't have to sit there. We could have gone off and we could have done whatever we want, but we're entrepreneurs, we're powerful women, and we are making this happen for ourselves as we
Yeah.
have done for the past few years. So it was valuable for us to sit there. And I think just that moment, it was so special. And then obviously we went for a walk, went into the mall that was attached to the hotel, and we had some pictures taken, which was awesome. And then we were meeting Todd at some of the Christmas markets, but we kind of passed each other, I think, because it was so crowded and we missed each other. But there was all sorts of different connections that were going on that weren't just work related. We don't do
Yeah.
it just for the work. We do it because of the connection and because of how valuable it is.
We have fun together.
Yeah.
You know, we just hang out. We're just chilling.
Yeah. And it's so lovely. But what I want to do is get this out more and get this out there more, especially in the UK. I mean, there's some massive news coming through right now. And yeah, I'm so excited about this. We are launching in India. Um, we've got meetings going on almost daily at the moment. If you are from India, if you have any connections in India that have thought about travel and earning an income from travel, please get in touch with one of us because we'll be able to get you on a call on Monday evening that will give you everything that you need to know. If you're not available Monday, in about 5 minutes, we're going to be live on a Zoom, private though, that one's not going to be streamed. And you can come and join us on that Zoom and have a chat with us, and we'll show you more about what we've been talking about tonight in more depth and show you some of the prices. I mean, when we went to Crete, my eldest daughter was on the plane and we were looking at the duty free perfume. One was 74 quid. She said, "That's my favourite one, Mum." I said, "Well, you know what? Five-star hotel, 5 days, all
All
inclusive
inclusive.
for 3 people. It's cost us that to stay at that
Mm.
hotel." And she's like, "What?" The same price as a bottle of perfume on the way. And
Yeah.
that's just one example. So come and see us. We'll drop the link in on the live if we can for the Zoom. If you are wanting to jump on that Zoom, contact Mahmuda and we can give you the password for that Zoom as well, and we can have a chat with you. Or contact Daryl or contact me if you know any of us. It's absolutely fine. You can get in touch. But yeah, is there anything that you'd like to add before we wrap up?
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we just are a family now, aren't we? We're not just friends.
Yeah.
We're a family.
It works as well. It works. And we're going to be touching those topics over these next few weeks doing this live because people look at the business type that we have, which is network marketing, and they think, oh, it's a scam. They think it's not going to work for me. We've been here for 8 years. Okay. It works. It absolutely works. And we are loving every moment of it. We're not going anywhere. We've stuck to it like glue. And
we're a product of the product.
we're a product of the product. We're traveling 5 times. Well, I am traveling 5 times more a year than I ever did before. So, you know, it just works. It works perfectly. So thank you so much for tuning in. So lovely to be able to chat to you. And if you've got any questions, please drop them in the comments, message us direct, whatever is easiest for you. Just get in touch and we'll help in the best way that we can. But if you want to jump on the call in a couple of minutes, I will be opening up the Zoom in just a moment, and I will hopefully see you there.
See you in a minute.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.